We are live everywhere. We're live. Stream. Nice, nice, nice. I wish we'll have more viewers today. I need to pump out the chat. I'm starting very briefly today. I was just sleeping, wake up and decided to start the stream as fast as I could potentially can. Can I say it? It's not the proper grammar, but I think I can do it. Bishop Stars, hi, you're the first one on the Twitch, and we have Etienne Nell House. Hi guys. I'll launch the comments on the screen a little later. I'm just still preparing the stream. I was kind of late to start the stream today. I was sleeping. I was too much sleepy. How are you? Tell me. How is the weather? Is everything good? It seems like it's getting warmer, yeah, for the guys in the United States. Okay, we have all the chats here. Twitch. It's freezing, Bishopstar. Where are you? So it's freezing. Sounds good. Yeah, thank you, Betsy, for the sound check. Sound check. We're gonna sing a song. Sing a song or no? Not today, I guess. Should open the window. It's freaking loud. There's some of the bells, but it's fine, I guess. They have some major celebration today. Greetings to Netherlands. Netherlands is good. Netherlands. I like Netherlands. It's one of the most developed countries, yeah, of the European Union. Guys, what do you think about European Union? Is it good or is it bad? I mean, is it really good or is it really bad? This union of the European Union. Okay, I'm gonna check out the screen. I need to put the browser on. Yeah, so it's gonna be like that. Greetings from UK. Okay, Ben, greetings to UK. Look, Rain 554 here. EU is better than what came before it. Yeah, I think it's more united, yeah. And do you agree that those guys in the United States like Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and in general mainstream politician thing that Donald Trump represents, do you really think that they want to dismantle European Union? It's good only friend from Putin and Trump say it's bad. Yeah, Johnny, I mentioned that, yeah. How's the weather in Switzerland? Yeah, it's good. I think they really try to dismantle you, to negotiate with separate countries and for them, divide and rule, yeah? That's the kind of the old story. Героям слава, here the code. Pixel House, hi. The new USSR, all of those over national regulation, in a way it's good and it's bad, but it's only the way how you unite the countries, I guess. As for me, I think so. You need to have this over national regulation, international over national. Yeah, in a way it's globalization, yeah, but is it bad? I wouldn't think so. Hi guys. Hope you're doing great. Coxter Mobster, hi. Good people. You're also good. Why do we have those? Napoleon, hi. Welcome to Kick. I have those bots, freaking bots on Kick. EU is economic union. Yeah, I think it's political union plus economic, more economic. You know, economic is more than political even. Still, there are some of the countries with more or less independent policy, like Hungary. Have you heard what Orban said today? He called Ukraine an enemy. Ukraine is an enemy because it forces European Union to stop trading with the Russian energy. So energy distributors. Yeah, you say it like that. So Orban has an independent policy. Do you follow the Olympic Games? No, I don't follow the Olympic Games. And that's what the first time he said that. Yeah, he first time said that Ukraine is an enemy. Not Russia is an enemy. It's Ukraine. Fuck. Yeah, Orban is a joke. Orban is a freaking joke. Yeah, this is what Johnny says. I follow Johnny. Why I follow him? Because he commented something on Elon Musk. Elon Musk spotted and started to say to Johnny, fuck, fuck, fuck. I think Johnny is from Finland. I'm not sure. Well, anyways, Johnny. The strategy against Europe is always divide and conquer. Whether it's Russian disinformation or big tech lobbying, the global is to break our regulatory power. They hate the EU because it works. Yeah, it whether we agree or not agree, it's damn regulated. It's very bureaucratic, but it works slowly, not without the flaws, but it works. If we stay united, they lose. If we fracture, they own us. Yeah. The goal of those guys, like for Putin to establish his rule and influence, and for those corporations is to establish their influence, like trade with EU, fully deploying American corporations, those that belong to Elon Musk. And if they're American corporations, it doesn't mean that they do something good for America. They do something good for those corporate bastards who own those companies. Yeah, they create some of the, jobs and so on, but mainly it's Elon Musk who is a rich guy. Yeah, Elon Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg, and other elite. By the way, we have some of the new photo from, I guess it was taken, well, it was with Jeffrey Epstein, but I don't know where it was taken. And there were those guys like Elon Musk, Zuckerberg. So what they want more power and influence. Like everyone wants power. Putin wants power. Elon Musk wants power. Everyone. Alexander Manson, 50 gifts? Are you crazy? You really sent 50 gifts? You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Absolutely insane. Do you know about it? Do you know? Alexander Manson, thank you for your kind support of the channel, but it was too much. And guys, please take membership on YouTube. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's too much. Thank you for membership gifts. At least our guys have membership, but I don't produce like membership content. It's just like there to be like an option for whatever. Maybe there is the plan will be in the future to produce membership content only. Thank you. Hi, RS Stocks. That doesn't change after Orban is gone. Hungary should be kicked out of EU and NATO. I don't understand why the country can make decisions for the whole union. Yeah. They're like blackmailing the whole union. But it's just about Orban. With him gone, it's okay. Evelyn, hi. Welcome to Kick. Billionaires are creepy as fuck. Yeah. Totally insane. Hi. I'll try to find, like, there was the photo published of Elon Ma, and Zuckerberg somewhere. I am looking for it. You heard that about Elon Musk more? That Elon Musk ditches Mars plans and says instead SpaceX will focus on Moon. Yeah. This fucking clown, he constantly sells people things he can never finish because he out on drugs, government money, our data, and Epstein visits. Con man of the century. Yeah, I agree that he is a con man of the century. And like Occupy Mars, I remember he was like running and jumping all around with that shirt, Occupy Mars, 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 Mars. But now it's Occupy Moon. Let's focus on a closer target, right, Elon? That's silly. By the way, about this space program, do you think, guys, that we really need to be focused on the moon, on the Mars, on everything, like spend billions of dollars on those programs? Then we have some of them things happening, like not so good, things on our planet Earth. Or maybe we should anyways go to the stars, to the space, to the moon. What is your opinion like? Is it good to land people on the moon once again? Because actually it just gives those pictures, some samples, yeah. And while during the design of the missiles and everything of that, the technology may improve, yeah, because there is something new. You open to produce something new. Those spacecraft, let's say, or looking for solutions to make it lighter. Johnny Ward says it's a waste of money. He wants data center. In long term, I think we do, because it's 100% that one day Earth will not be habitable because of the sun expanding. Yeah, sun expanding, but it will take like millions of years for it to expand to harm planet Earth, I think. Pointless to land on the moon, maybe as a step to Mars. Everything. I love it, Stefan. Everything is well. Okay. That flight was widely windy on the moon. Even there, no wind. What a lie. Oh, come on. It was just, there is no wind, but there is inertia. If you put the flag, it will bounce because there is no resistance from the atmosphere. I'm still wonder why Ukrainians fight for these people. Anyone know why? What? He's just hyping to get some more money. We need Russia kabooms. No clue. He are destroying our own planet, trying to get a new planet. Sounds silly to me. It's like a virus. Paladin is talking about the planet Earth is not in the air. I think it would be easier to reform places on Earth. No one lives then to live on Mars. Eventually it will be a good move, Napoleon says. He wants data center. Yeah, I heard that he wants to build a data center in space, Elon Musk. Data center in space, so my guess is to hide his stolen data in PDF library. Yeah, you want to get Epstein files? Well, go to the space. We have a data center. A huge Epstein data center, bigger than the moon itself. With all of those photos and videos. Unredacted. Go. Shit, this is dark. Even with light speed, everything else is too far away. Yeah, I agree, Johnny. Like, I don't know what it could be because the nearest solar system is like four, the star, yeah, the nearest star with possible planets is 4 light years away. And this is a crazy huge distance, like absolute impossible distance. Yeah, that's too much for us to reach it normally with a standard spaceship. So there should be some of the rabbit hole, as it is said, to cut the space to teleport somehow or whatsoever. Like without this kind of the thing to cut the space somehow, yeah, like they say in the black hole, those travels are possible, but no one knows. So I guess without it, the space travels are not really possible outside our solar system. It's too long distance, but still, I think in the long term it's good. In the long term, yeah. But I would like more to stabilize everything we have here at first than to go there. I don't know. I like sci-fi. I like those also. I like space. It's encouraging, I would say. It's so vast, so big, and yeah. Okay, I found this photo. Wormholes, yeah, wormholes. Jeffrey Epstein took a photo of his 2015 dinner with Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, and then emailed it to himself on August the 3rd. Epstein wrote an email the day before starting that he had a dinner planned with Peter Thiel, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk. Jeffrey Epstein was convicted as a pedophile in 2008. So it's how many years? 7 years later, they all knew that Epstein is the pedophile and they had a dinner. Where are you? I might be Le Monde Burbank to look in the interior of the other BBG. Boeing business jet. Interior means cabin of the Boeing business jet. Tony dinner with Musk, Thiel, Zuckerberg. Where is Thiel? Like I see Zuckerberg, I see Elon Musk. Thiel, I don't really see, but if he writes that, maybe he was there somewhere on the table. BBG, it's Boeing business jet. I know it for sure because I'm a Boeing pilot. Boeing business jet could be a 737 usually, but could be bigger one. BBG. Modification. And he is looking for interior. It means seats and everything, lights, walls, and yeah, variants for this composition. Kind of interesting. Something from my stuff, from my old life. So it means that everyone was involved. The corruption of the world is sickening, but there are many good people too. Yeah, but many good people, they're like ordering, like me and you, yeah? Very, very rarely good people are reaching the top, because to reach the top nowadays, they need to eat everyone around, and sadly just not so good people can do it, yeah? To step over someone. Starmer in jail, really? At the moment, yes, but tech will improve and we don't know what we can do in the future, and sun is not the only problem. Meteorites, yeah, major volcano eruptions. It is important to develop possibility to live in space and other planets. Yeah, also there is radiation in space, yeah. Solar radiation that could harm. Heard there is the problem with that to stay for a long time in space, but also people may find materials. It's always evolving. Living in space long term is prerequisite for traveling a new planet anyway, so might as well develop space life tech now. If we get fusion power to work, mining helium-3 on the moon is going to be required. Yeah, yeah. I think the fix for radiation damage is biotech. Yeah, yeah. Also, like modification of the human organisms. Yeah, biotech. Because some of the organisms, they are quite okay with radiation. Boring company. Greetings to Lithuania. Greetings. Starmer should be in jail. He should resign. Well, it's your opinion. That's your opinion. I have nothing against Starmer because he continued to support Ukraine in a way. So for me, he's way better than Trump. Peace forever, M2H. It's your opinion. Thanks for telling us in the comments. Vic Waterchick. I want to say thanks to everyone. It must be a mess up living. Derek, what? What is the context of the message? Yeah, there are lots of the reasons to go to space. Yeah, I think overall it's good, but I don't like that those crypto billionaires they are doing it. Crypto billionaires. This is interesting. The article was published. Can I translate it? Yeah, just Financial Times title headline: United States government to fund MAGA allied think tanks and charities in Europe. So that's our topic. We start the stream from today. So United States government wants to fund, let's say, opposition parties, opposition to the European Union, so-called Eurosceptics. Yeah, far right usually. Yeah, not far left. Those are MAGA-style parties in Europe, and that's how they want to spread American influence. So their goal is to definitely crack Europe from within, to make those parties win, and they're using this so-called how to say ideological background that immigration is bad, your governments are doing nothing. You heard it, yeah, from Elon Musk. So yeah, that's what they want. But the idea is not to make Europe better. The idea is to make Europe weaker in any sort of the way, and to rule Europe basically via own corporations and own personal interests. You see how everything changed, yeah? Just 5 years ago, no one would, just 1 year ago, yeah, 1.5, no one would imagine that Europe could be, like America could be not allied to Europe, but now we have different thing. It seems like some sort of the revolution happened in the United States silently with the election of Donald Trump, and I just hope that everything will be rolled back again, because Europe is Europe, America is America, and yeah. But also it tells that American interests or interests of those corporations, it's beyond the Western Hemisphere. Still, they want to dominate the entire globe, yeah? Maybe Western Hemisphere with military power, but Europe with the soft power. However, there also are threats for Greenland. They think that it's American sphere of influence. I don't know. There were some rumors also published that Trump wanted to marry his son Baron on the princess of Denmark, and that is how Denmark may share Greenland with the United States, like somewhere from the Middle Ages, really. Those kind of the king marriages, or I think Europe helps no one. Yeah, also, it's crazy. Also, this message, yeah, we have. Again, I don't like Mario Nafal, but sometimes he shares those, at least he publishes those Epstein files. So again, to Jeffrey Epstein, from whom? From whom? Who is here? Donald Trump? Elon Musk? H10. Who is freaking H10? to Jeffrey Epstein. Why they redacted those files? Yeah, I understand that they're gonna show unredacted variants, but again, not all of the Epstein files, but some of them, yeah, unredacted to Congress on Monday, the day after tomorrow. That this is crazy. So some of those emails are beyond understanding, and yeah, I was getting depressed once again, reviewing. Not depressed, but really sad. Yeah, sad and angry that it is happening. And yesterday I recorded the video about one more loop in the Epstein files. Some girl Trump is selling to Epstein. I think Epstein was selling girls to Trump. Well, that's my guess. I cannot state it by 100%. I just think that it could be possible, judging on those emails. I think Trump was a customer, not the dealer. I think Epstein was the dealer, and Ghislaine Maxwell, they all were in the same part, let's say. Yeah, this photo was just leaked, the one I showed. Jeffrey Epstein took photo of the dinner attended 2013. Epstein lies 1 hour ago. I know, I just have it in my feed. Let's go through the feed. Epstein files show the FBI under Cash Patel and then Bogina internally discussed clear and specific guidance to redact images of former United States President, a Secretary of State, and other celebrities. And it's the clear and specific guidance to redact those photographs. Some photographs depict victims, unknown, unidentified females and males, former United States presidents, Secretary of State, and other celebrities. So not just president, but presidents. So it's not, again, it's not about just Donald Trump, yeah? It's not about just Elon Musk. Contain photograph multiple individuals to include the subject of this investigation, Epstein and Maxwell. It's about like all of the top. Well, luckily, at least we live not in Russia, right? And we can speak about it. Like it's public, at least some of the files, even those black files, redacted, are published. So no one shuts us down or shuts our freedom of speech. Like we can say, we can accuse, we can scream about it. But it seems like government doesn't care, yeah? You can scream, but we do our own game. So maybe, something is broken in democracy, I guess. So you may have your freedom of speech, yeah, like we do, but what is changing? We can just discuss Epstein files, accuse them, but where it goes? No any special investigation is done against those who are involved, like Elon Musk and Trump and Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, everyone there. Like, okay, we just talk about it. That's your freedom of speech. Yeah, from this perspective, I just think about it. Yeah, just like in a way we can speak, but it leads to nothing, really. Leads to nothing. Jeez, yeah, I just understand it. Just understood. Bambundi, Kash Patel, and Donald Trump, what do you move on from this? Like, why they redacted? For sure, it's not the victim's name, yeah? So I can scream all around the internet. I can post on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. Wow, age 10, like what? This is freaking pedophile. But they're still doing what they do, yeah? No change, absolutely. Way too many connections to Mossad. Yeah, I think, like, I didn't believe in conspiracy theories, honestly. before Epstein files. But now I see that it's hard not to believe in those theories about Mossad, connections, elite, cults, their traditions, how they done it. This is crazy. Stony, nice. I'm here too. Nice to meet you today on the stream. And that these people get away with that shit. Yeah. Pretty unbelievable, yeah. And like Donald Trump got away with this post, yeah, where he reposted the video when Obama family was depicted as monkeys. If any of us would post the same on social media, we would be canceled. Yeah, if we had posted that shit. If we would be accused of racism and we would lose our jobs and everything would be humiliated in a worst way. But for president of USA, it's not me, it was at the end of the video, not at the beginning, so eat that shit and be happy. This is crazy. Ukraine news, Denys. Yeah, we're gonna go through Ukraine news as well. Trump belongs in jail. Yeah, I agree with that. Most conspiracies about government turns out to be true, though. Yeah, it seems like this deep state, but deep state runs all the way. It doesn't matter Republicans or Democrats; they're all connected. And you heard how Trump said that I like Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is a nice guy. He's a good guy. I ask you a very specific question. You send me a bot reply, but call Denys and the viewers bots. What? After Facebook came to existence, we no longer have large protests like we used to have. Yeah, I think in America there were no large protests, right? Or were there? In American history, like there was a civil war, yes, but were there like major protests that led to somewhere? Because in almost all of the European countries there were such protests, especially in France. Yeah, famous French protests. Then they got rid of Louis, the king. Vietnam War. Yeah. Vietnam War. There were protests. Yeah. Thanks for recalling. Yeah, definitely, it was not popular war. Yeah. Civil rights. Yeah, and also protests of against racism. Yeah, also were there. Also, they changed something. That's good. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. In 20th century, there were protests. Yeah, kind of big ones. But still not the protests like that would change the regime of the country. Yeah, but they changed some legislation or how people live, but not the government. France represented. Yeah, France protests, they're crazy. French protests. But I like French people, honestly. I like that they are so, if they think to do something, they do. They do not hesitate. They live with their heart, with passion. They don't think, okay, if I go on protests, I could lose my job or something. I could lose my income. They just go like, oh, I don't like it. I go, fuck them. They love that stuff. They are easy to go out from their comfort environment. Even now, and it's quite rare. French people, they are special. They're special. Yeah, Vietnam, yeah, already mentioned. Yeah, Vietnam protests, they changed a lot. It's getting difficult to change anything meaningful. Yeah. But now, we are all online, and I think this coronavirus, it changed a lot, so we are more focused on what is, like, we are more isolated, right? Now. After 2019 especially, many people haven't returned to their usual jobs because, yeah, And now with artificial intelligence, more people lose their jobs. That's actually frightening. So yeah, we're less communicating offline and more online. I know how it's referred to the protests, but just my thought. Always protests against something. Last big one was Occupy Wall Street, but came to nothing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Ukraine main intelligence directorate of Ukrainian Ministry of Defense estimate the February 3rd strike cost 324.8 million and involved 562 aerial weapons with 79% of neutralized. Yeah, Russia wastes a lot of money. Today I listened to one of the Russian oppositioner. Like, he is not the classical Russian opposition, which is actually silly. His name is Maxim Katz. I understand that many Ukrainians, they don't like him. They think that he is... But he's doing, I think, personally, my opinion, he's doing a nice job. Good job, compared to other Russian opposition. And I listened to his video, and I want to record a similar one where he says that it seems like Putin, like rhetorics of Putin started to change. It doesn't mean that the war will stop eventually, but no, he is not found this war as he used to be. He is not this dopamine drug addict any longer. He started this war because he was bored. It sounds strange, like this explanation, but it seems like it happened because of that. Because any other logical explanation just fails in arguments. Like, it's not logical. If it is for money, it's useless because he just occupies the territories, destroying everything. And he wasted so much money, including those frozen funds that will be frozen forever until Putin regime collapses. And like, literally, he lost at least $1 trillion directly for this war. 1 trillion, at least. For that money, he could have built several cities as Kiev. 1 year of war, he could build so many buildings as in Kiev city, capital of Ukraine. Like, if you calculate how the price of the square meter of the property, it's roughly 150 billion dollars. So he could have built several of those cities. But he just ruins everything. He has not taken Azovstal, he's not taken anything. And actually those massive giant production companies and production enterprises which were destroyed, even they cost way less than Putin already wasted for this war. So the explanation that he is doing it for money doesn't stand against the argument. About his sphere of influence, power, like NATO is the threat. Even if Putin believed that, like, Ukraine, no one took Ukraine to NATO. Ukraine put it, like, the NATO goal into the constitution, but no one really saw Ukraine in NATO. Just some of the countries like Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, but the major countries like Germany, United States, they always voted against the Ukrainian membership of NATO, and still they do it. No one was like, we will take Ukraine to NATO tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So NATO wasn't really the threat. It's like those crazy guys as Mario Nafal are saying, oh, I believe that there was the threat from NATO. No, after the war, NATO expanded more. Yes, not to Ukraine, sadly, but to Finland and to Sweden. And Putin didn't say lots of the stuff about that one. For him, it was okay. So again, it's not a NATO threat. Maybe just his personal ambitions of power, that's it. But also it's this greediness. Yeah, greediness, narcissism as well, which Putin has, of course. And because he was bored. In 2024, on his online communication line with Russians, he already mentioned that it's boring. We need движуха, so we need action. Those were his first words, and people were like watching at him. We were doing nothing, but now we have движуха. And it's like, wow. And it became meme after it, движуха. And then we see Russian soldiers being annihilated. It's like движуха. So this is crazy explanation that he was bored, but I think it definitely like that. And he was isolated during the Corona time, during the COVID time. With his circle, they all think like this: we need to restore this Russian Empire. Let's do it. Let's make a big war. And he was fond of it. He really liked it. All of his press conferences, he was saying about rockets, burevestniks, all of those torpedoes, how the situation on the front lines, left flank, right flank, all of those meetings with generals. But lately, I think it started to happen after Maduro was captured. Putin started to say less about the war in Ukraine. Like, he's just nowhere about the war. Sometimes some of the comments, but he not any longer the stuff as he used to be. Maybe he's bored again. Maybe his dopamine receptors are too damaged with constant war, and he sees that finally he's unable to achieve his goal in Ukraine, that his army is stuck because of many reasons, and his economy is not doing well. So yeah, it's shitty situation actually for Putin now. And if he's bored now, it means like the system of the Russian army, this driver was Putin mainly. Yeah, he was controlling everything. His directives was to pay soldiers million rubles. He said that mobilization and everything. If he removes himself, like if he will not be interested that much in this war, this Russian war will collapse in Ukraine. This punishment thing or pushing thing from Putin, if it disappears, there is no motivation among Russians to fight any longer. For Russian commanders to call their soldiers to continue to fight, to go straight forward, mid-wave attacks, they would rather say, "Oh, we have so many drones ahead, we will not fight today." And command will report to the higher command and to the higher, and if there is no push from the main guy, they will say, okay, now there is still the pressure, but there is the sign that Putin is bored again with this war. Yeah, he's not really interested still, but way less. He's not doing the same propaganda stuff as before. Propaganda machine itself is working as before, but Putin himself, not really. I know, maybe it's connected to negotiations around Ukraine with Donald Trump. Maybe he doesn't want to escalate with his personal rhetorics. But for the last months, I see definitely Putin is saying way, way, way less about the war in Ukraine and more about the internal stuff in Russia. Yeah, it's interesting. But it doesn't mean that the war will be finished tomorrow. It's just like one clue why this war started and some possible changes. What do you think about it? Like this was the main thought from this Maxim Katz, and I want to record a separate video about this thing, like saying about it because this thought is really interesting. Russia pursues a strategy of strategic relativism, since Russia cannot become stronger and must make other weaker. Just Google that Russian people came from Scandinavia. I didn't know that. Partially from Scandinavia, Rus. There was the tribe from partially Vikings. Yeah, partially, not fully. If tomorrow Russia will win in Ukraine next Estonia, this means the end of euro coin, huge crisis coming soon. Yeah, maybe also Putin is bored, but he might still think he might win something and he could potentially. So this situation with Putin bored actually doesn't mean that the war is going to end, maybe even escalate to Europe because he might start a special military operation using limited forces. I will hide him. La, 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 la. Putin blowing up $1 trillion firework. Poof, all gone. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. The circumstances of it is crazy. Russia pursues a strategy of strategic relativism. Since Russia cannot become stronger, it must make other weaker. Maybe how can it make other weaker? Like, I think it also uh, doesn't have resources for that. You think Putin finds it fun and satisfying to send men to die every day? He feels like this, that he has the power to do it, power to command generals. He's living in his like Second World War movie. He was growing up and he was a boy with those movies, They do not depict terrible deaths. It was a Soviet propaganda. So if Soviet soldier died, he died bravely, and there were very few losses among Soviets. So that was the period where Putin grown of the Soviet time. So I think he really finds fun, or used to find the fun. Now less, maybe. It's like one of the theories, but I want to tell about it because it sounds close to reality, and we see that Putin is telling less about the war in Ukraine. Strangely. Then I watched some propaganda thing on Arte where the rebuilding of Mariupol being rebuilt with Putin own funds. What do you think about it? They rebuilt partially one of the districts, and they do not give apartments to people who used to live there, just some of them. And the quality of the constructions of the houses of the buildings is terrible. And they sell the houses, actually. Also, this Maxim Katz, he had a separate video about it, about the Russian constructions in Mariupol. With actual people telling about their issues, with messages on Telegram, how people complain that their house, for example, was even not fully destroyed and was renovated, but they cannot go to their apartments because this building is now for sale. They should take hypothek, basically loan for their own apartment. This is crazy. What is this? Some of the breaking. NSA detected phone call between foreign intelligence and someone close to Trump. Whistleblower says that Tulsi Gabbard blocked agency from sharing a report and delivered it to Susie Wiles. Last spring, the National Security Agency detected evidence of unusual phone call between an individual associated with foreign intelligence. What kind of the foreign intelligence? And the person close to Donald Trump. According to the whistleblower's attorney, briefed on the existence of the call. I think it's Russian intelligence. The highly sensitive communique, which has roiled Washington over the past week, was brought into attention and direction of the National Intelligence DNI Tulsi Gabbard, but rather than allowing NSA officials to distribute the information further, she took a paper copy of the intelligence directly to the president's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, the attorney Andrew Buckeye said. One day after meeting Wiles, Gabbard told the NSA not to publish the intelligence report. Instead, she instructed NSA officials to transmit the highly classified details directly to her office. Some game behind the curtains, even behind Donald Trump, right? Right or no? Then tell my old lady to come back home. Old lady, come back home. What happened? I was just reading about this. Yeah. Putin complaining about Starlink probably called, yeah. Well, Russians write that they somehow unblock Starlink. I can, today I check out this article. I'm not sure if it is true. So Russian military likely found a way to bypass Starlink blockages. A number of Z channels are reporting on this. One of the methods is verification of devices through intermediators drops in Ukraine. Out of 15 Starlinks, 11 are ready in. They're in operation, and we are awaiting the remaining 4, which are keeping under control. Additionally, we can confirm Starlinks are working in the Kursk region. Then de facto they should be blocked. The task for today is to systematize and structure the entire process of activation of those Z channels, say. At the same time, Telegram has seen the emergence of bots for activating Starlinks through drops in Ukraine. The bots' description promises remote activation of new and used terminals, binding to reliable Ukrainian accounts, drops, so-called drops, refreshing the balance and solving problems with blockages, as well as guarantee of stable operation in any conditions. However, judging by what Z military correspondent Romanov writes, the Russian armed forces have also found... thank you for subscription, Lord Pigeon 156. Thank you so much for support. So, Russian forces have also found a technical way to bypass blockages. Colleagues, you shouldn't shout in the air about the methods you found to bypass Starlink terminal blockages. For the stupid, you're giving a hint to the enemy. I'm not talking about the stupid and obvious methods of drops, he wrote. You see? The authors of Z Channel's Southern Front also stated that Starlink would soon be brought back into operation. There are already schemes and they are working on them. Earlier, Elon Musk confirmed that Ukrainian authorities had asked SpaceX to restrict Russians' use of the system, blah, blah, blah. I don't know whether it's true, but we have this information. And definitely... Russians are writing about it. And you know the number of the Starlinks? Well, some sources say it is close to 500,000 antennas that Russians that were blocked. 500,000. 500,000, yeah. Just imagine this. I actually do not believe in that. This is too much. 500,000 Starlinks. I think it's not possible. But I understand that the scale was large, but 500,000, I don't know. Musk is allowing it, that's why it's happening. Could be, could be. Ah, after you, Maria. I see. I see, I see, I see. Thanks. Blah blah this, yeah, blah blah. Maybe it's all hoax. Maybe it's all like to demotivate or somehow to say that, oh, your blockage is not working or something. Maybe it's like that. Maybe it's the informational operation. I don't know. Pee in the kettle sent me here. Oh, nice. Yeah, Pee in the kettle has a really interesting nickname. I wouldn't drink tea with him or her. Lord Pigeon 156. Evelyn, I. Justice Department struggling to recruit and retain prosecutors after heavy departures under Trump. Staffing fell about 8% in a year, with United States Attorney's Office losing 14% of their workforce as firings. Resignations and political pressure drove out experienced lawyers. Hiring has increasingly emphasized loyalty to Trump's agenda, discouraging applicants and narrowing the talent pool. Some officers are so depleted that the department has deployed military lawyers and formed emergency jump teams of prosecutor and flag gaps, source New York Times. They're running out of the people, you see. Not even enough people to work for money for those pricks. Jeez. You're full of the great insights. I have learned a lot about the world. Thank you, Gzipos. I just obtained the whole information, like following all the channels, Russians, Ukrainians, and publish. I don't have like lots of the insights. I have them, but rarely tell. Well, see, drones are not more alone from Russia. They take defunct drones, and next time they can look by itself. What? And then it's first time in the chat. You live. Oh, welcome, useless me 10. I have never been outside the United States, but now I want to leave and never come back. Come on. I hope everything will be all right in 2 years and how many months? 11 months? 10 months? I'm counting days. No worries. Everything will be fine. Come on. Yeah, we all a little worry, but I hope it's just misunderstanding of Americans about Donald Trump, and they will never make the same mistake. Okay, I want to go to Ukrainian update, Ukrainian news. Usually I go to special Kherson Cat for the front lines and some of the news. Okay, this is the air defense. Ukrainian air defense. An interesting video published by Ukrainian Air Force Command. The footage shows repulsion of the Russian air attack on Ukraine on February the 7th. February the 7th was today night, right? Is it slow motion? Yeah, that's slow motion. The operation of the British gave Hawk air defense system in Ukraine. According to the statement from the United Kingdom, Ukraine received 2 prototype units of this air defense system and beginning of this year. The system itself was first unveiled almost exactly a year ago. This is how it looks. Ooh, in the hangar.
Provides a clue to what this actually is. Inside this shipping container is Gravehawk, a new British-built air defence system. It's primarily designed to combat the waves of Shahed kamikaze drones Moscow's using to target Ukrainian cities, but it can also be used against Russian cruise missiles and aircraft. Gravehawk fires ex-Soviet R-73s, an air-to-air missile known to NATO as the AA-11 Archer. Ukraine has large stockpiles of these, and engineers have adapted them so they can be fired from a ground-based system rather than a fighter jet. Gravehawk was developed in just 18 months. Each system costs around £1 million, with Denmark paying half the cost. Officials say 2 are already being used successfully on the front line, with 15 more due to be delivered in the coming months. Simon Newton, BFBS Forces.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, UK. Thank you, Denmark, for paying half the price. Denmark is really supporting Ukraine a lot. Denmark is super. Denmark is just wow. Oh, I like this controller. It's like Xbox reminds me a little somehow. Yeah, not Sony PlayStation for sure. So it's like, and it's relatively cheap, right? The truck is expensive, I guess. It's small, cheap, and easy to deliver. Yeah, nice. Very good system. And against Shahed drones, it's good to go. Also, Ukraine has stockpiles of those Soviet missiles, so why not? So Denmark pays, UK also pays half the price and makes those systems, and Soviet stockpiles help. And Ukraine, I guess, is also using some of its own upgrades, updates of this thing. So it's like, yeah, Denmark, UK, Ukraine, Soviet collaboration. Like the concept, Ukraine is reported to have large stockpiles of these Soviet air-to-air missiles. Yeah. Which can now be fired from container instead of aircraft mounted on a truck. It can be highly mobile and help take down cruise missiles and Shaheds. Yeah, that's awesome. I also say like that. Yeah, you see, if you follow proper guys there on Twitter, you may have really nice information. Very detailed with some of the responses, videos, photos, like what happened yesterday. We have this video, so it's nice. I can already film at least 2-minute part of the main update about this missile. Very interesting, yeah. Could be not in the beginning of the video, of course, but somewhere in the middle, close to the end, I can say about it. Moment today, missile strike on thermal power plant in Belgrade, Russia. Yeah, there is blackout in Belgrade. I'm sorry, it was loud, yeah. I'm so sorry if you listen to me in headphones. I should have removed the sound. I have the separate scroll here in my program. Whoa. It's like exploding in the air, releasing maybe shrapnel or something, yeah. Missile. What kind of the missile is that? Is it Neptune? But it's like ballistic trajectory. I think it's HIMARS. Gimler's missile. Standard one. Yeah. And Russia also today reported about the HIMARS strikes. Denmark is always giving the maximum love, Denmark and Ukraine. Yeah, Denmark is awesome. Slovyansk power plant was destroyed. Yeah, lots of the Ukrainian energy grid is damaged or either destroyed. So you're returning to missiles to Russians. No, it's American missile, Gimler's. It sounds fake. I hope the scrap of the project block in the starting sense. Shrapnel blast. Yeah, Evelyn. Yeah, that's huge. I exited. By the way, I should unfollow Emiru. I will unfollow her. I used to like her, but today, like she was asked on her stream about her attitude to ice, and she like, oh, why are you asking me that? And she has like creepy friends also, so I unfollowed her. I like her before, but now not any longer. She broke my heart. I'm joking. But she like very silly, and she has very creepy friends as Osman Gold or someone. In the far Russia, 15-year-old teenager attacked a dormitory for foreigners with a knife and firecracker, stabbing 3 people and then drawing swastika on the walls with the blood on the of the victims. Crazy. Russia requires denazification. You see what is happening. I wonder what can I show you this shit? Jeez. Probably I can't. So that's some sort of the university or something. Yeah, I think I can show you this. He drew the swastika on with the victim's blood. That's Russia. Oh, this one I shared on my Telegram channel. Yeah, apparently a 40-year-old civilian car. This is Lada, yeah, Lada Шестерка, Lada Model 6 2106, as I recognize it. Once owned by someone's grandpa, is not the most suitable vehicle for frontline assault. In a perfect world, an armored personal carrier would be preferable, but here we are. Those are 1 to 4 Russians. They're taking their belongings from Lada. And yeah, I shared it on my Telegram. You may check out the full video, but that is how it goes. It's like, in bowling, strike. So it's called the strike. All of 4 are gone. And here's the full video. I shared the full video. Yeah, on my channel. There is the Ukrainian command. They're looking at this vehicle like, and they say, wow. And they say, the vehicle is still there. Go, go, go. More drones. More drones. Yeah. No, I don't think that HIMARS was thermobaric. They don't have thermobaric shells. It's good that Ukraine produced a significant portion of tanks, missiles, aircraft during the Soviet times, so they know how to build stuff. Yeah, partially produced. In Soviet Union, production was elsewhere. In Ukraine, also there was aircraft production and everything, but like in Soviet Union, each country produced something, some component, and assembled either in Ukraine or Russia or elsewhere. So we cannot state that Ukraine had the full production cycle of military during the Soviet times. But stockpiles are still there, and Ukrainians, like there many factories were in Ukraine during the Soviet times, so Ukraine is still capable to produce something. That's why Kharkiv factory restarted the production of modified versions of the tanks. Probably tank Oplot, that's Ukrainian tank, but still it's not the production that was there before. Yeah, partially it was there, but was redesigned to make a full line production of all the systems. But they're fighting Nazis in Ukraine. Yeah. Like Nazis are everywhere in any kind of the country. You're returning the missile. Yeah, could be wrong, but the profile is similar. Helicopter engine were from Ukraine. Yeah, big problem for Russia. Yeah, I agree with that. Russians are even purchasing the engines from the countries to which they exported their helicopters to and engines. So Russia signed, for example, agreement with Peru for some of the Mi-17 helicopters, transport ones, and they sent also engines. and they are now negotiating via diplomatic channels to return the engines back. But Peru says no. So you already signed an agreement. We need those engines also for our helicopters to be functional. So there's a big, big problem for Russian helicopters. Without Motor Sich factory, and Russia cannot produce its own engine. And also with the Starlings, yeah, it's kind of interesting that this mighty Russian army relied on American technology, and then American technology is gone. They blame Starlink, like, where is our signal? This is pathetic, really pathetic. In the United States, military manufacturing takes place in all states, so they can get the votes from military budget in Congress. Yeah, the same was similar to the Soviet Union, but still in Ukraine there was more production compared to in Russia, Russian Soviet Republic and Ukrainian Soviet Republic, because of the workforce in Ukraine, especially because it's close to the West, lots of the military bases in Ukraine, and yeah. Then you think about it is pathetic, leads to be real. If Russia lost all access to American tech, you would be doomed. Hello M787. Hi. Peru saw what happened in Caracas. Yeah. No, it's the long story in Peru, so they're negotiating about the engines for years already. At least 2 years. Putin gets scared, ordered ground floor building to board up. Yeah, so really like those channels like Special Kherson Cat and everything, because they share the real combat images. A heavy night bomber drone of Lazar unit pursues and fully loaded Russian BM-21 and takes it to the afterlife along with itself. Drone also was kicked. Oh no. Takes it to along with itself. Oh shit. The drone is also gone because of the big kaboom, it seems like. Yeah. Yeah, kaboom was really big. Usually they drop and they fly up, drop and fly up. But here, was it like that? Drop? Yeah, drop in and fly. They tried to fly away, yeah? But still, like, the kaboom was too much. Yep, the Grad system is a juicy target, actually, BM-21. It's stupid system. I mean, it has limited range, it has no armor, it is in lack of precision, but if it aims for some of the area, if there is the presence of Ukrainian army in that area, it's gonna be not so good. And I all the time see this new modern aiming equipment of Ukrainian drones, and they may drop on the targets which are moving. So operator sees where to aim and everything. So this is a very nice system. And I see on Baba Yaga drones, there are many. Heavy night bomber, of course it's Baba Yaga, and Baba Yaga is usually equipped with Starlink. Then the Starlink signals start to disappear. For Russians, they say like, one of the life hacks is to capture Ukrainian Baba Yaga drone equipped with a Starlink. Yeah, try to capture this, capture Baba Yaga. Easy task, yeah, try to do it. First time in the chat. Pee in the kettle, why your first time in the chat? I mean, you were here. It shows me like your first time in the chat. Strange. Makes pretty fireworks, then they die, yeah. Sterling just enabled them to communicate with drones in flight, so they have to have pre-programmed targets for strikes. Yeah. Big kaboom, yeah. Oh, 1 hour already we are streaming, 1 hour 14 minutes. It's great. I'm planning to stream like 2 hours maybe and then film the update. Oh, that is how Russia destroys. It's like revenge against Starlink. I already joke on my Telegram saying that Medvedev say that they're gonna nuke Starlink's satellites and headquarters. He said like that, yeah. Medvedev, Solovyov, but that's the real revenge of Russia. This is pathetic, hilarious. Yeah, Elon Musk is really now angry. Yeah, or pity. You see, mighty Russians how they fight Starlink. Oh, it's something new. This is the Booker defense, yeah? Tor, sorry, yeah. Tor. Too much sound. A vehicle, Ural truck, and it was probably loading something here. What was it loading? I mean, what was there? Yeah, some of the crane, probably they were loading missiles, or was it a technical, like, there is something big here. Thanks for follow PP in the kettle. Thank you. Makes pretty fireworks and then they die. Yeah. Hidden in the ego. Are we okay with YouTube stream? Because I don't see the comments coming. I will check the stream health. Yeah, 163 people watching, but I don't see the comments, guys. Like, not many comments are coming. Are you lurking? Are you lurking? Lurking means watching without comments. YouTube, the crane on the track, yeah. Comment and like, yeah, press the like to the stream. Press the like and thank you. Stream is good, yeah. I'm commenting from YouTube. Yeah, nice. Thank you, guys. Again, it's Primary unit. I see the logo of Primary. YouTube stream is fine. Thank you. And that's the full video. January Special Unit Primary hit 6 enemy air defense asserts along the front line. Panzer 1S or S1 air defense Tor Radar, Противник GE surveillance radar. I will switch off the music. Oh yeah, come on, why do we need this music? Like I put it down. Come on. Yeah, this is the Panzer S1 or 1S S1, Kamaz truck and the launching unit. Russians put it on the top for the drone to spot it from the far distance. That's Tor, yeah. Tor, one more that we saw before. And Russians are running. Oh, the drone is coming. Run. Run. Yeah, this one was precise, really. And this is the radar. Looks like Nebaú, but it's not. And this Russian is see. Oh, it's time to run. And there is one more. This going down the stairs. Oh, it's time to jump. Whoa. Oh yeah, it was like ninja style, ninja turtle. But come on, he should be fine. Sadly, because it's not. It doesn't contain. I mean, this radar doesn't contain an explosion. So this guy is. I guess he is fine overall. Primary, yeah, lots of the funny Russians around running in this video. Yeah, I think I can play some of the music. Like I found one, by the way, Russian guy on YouTube, and he makes some of the how to say covers. I will play it to the microphone for you.
Today I'm dirty. I want to be pretty. Tomorrow I know I'm just dirt. Today I'm dirty. I want to be pretty. Tomorrow We are nobody, wanna be somebody. We they know just who we are. We are nobody, wanna be somebody.
I wonder, okay, it's one of the. What else would fit? I would just play it like fully and put this kind of the music.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort. Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing, alright. Nothing is fine. I'm running and I'm crying.
Something like that, yeah. Nothing is fine. I'm running and I cry. That will be fine. To put it somewhere at the end of the video, as just for fun. And he has like lots of the covers on Rammstein, Metallica, and it's funny, this is silly, nice thing. Benny Hill. Benny Hill has the copyright eventually. I didn't know about it. What is this? Christmas Operation. Christmas Operation. That's the old one. It's just one more video. Yeah, that's one more. That was published in December. Lots of the air defense. Didn't work as planned. Yeah, yesterday he was like Winter Olympics chief begs funds not to boot J.D. Vance and Trump's delegation amid ice fury.
What an honor for her.
There's the Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife Usha. Ooh, those are not. Those are a lot of boos for him. Whistling, jeering, some applause.
Lots of the boos for him. Somehow people don't like J.D. Vance, who went to Milano. Benny Hill is still alive. Oh, that's the question. I don't know, actually. Let's ask ChatGPT. Is the actor who played Benny Hill is still alive? No, all of the actors mostly closely associated with Benny Hill are deceased. Benny Hill himself, born Alfred Hawthorne Hill, died in 1992 at the age of 68. A long time ago. I didn't know it. Other notable actors from the Benny Hill show are also no longer alive. Ken Shedd, varied sketch roles, died in 2021. Henry McGee, the straight man on the show, died 2006. Michael Sherwell Martin, supported roles, died in 2010. So the original performer and the principal cast members of Benny Hill show have all passed away. Yeah. 92 is surprising, yeah. That's so no long still copyright could belong to production studio, not to himself. No. It's kind of rare then music rights belong to some of the singer fully. It usually belongs to the production studio or record studio. The actress who played Daffy on the show, Fraser, was one of the Hill's angels. Oh. Met with loud boos A drone operator pulls off a strike by hitting a garage full of Russian infantry. You really? Hello! You have a party here! I wonder... the signal is lost. It seems like there were lots of the... And the dog, it seems like? Is it a dog? I don't know. Yeah, the dog is there, but it's alive. The dog is there. And it's just... Maybe it came to eat some meat. Oh, Jesus Christ. And actually, I saw lots of those videos with animals like pigs, dogs, even cats. Sometimes they eat, there is not enough food, so they have to eat what is been kaputted. Yeah. And the dog has lots of the things to eat there. The war is hell. Yeah, I told about those soldiers in my last video. I want to shoot myself. Yeah, so why didn't you? There was no armor in AK. Jesus Christ. Touch the video about Operation Interview Russian Prisoners of War. Fuck, they're brainwashed, really. If they try to shoot themselves. Because they didn't want to surrender. They thought that they're gonna be eaten alive. Not by the dogs, but by Ukrainian Nazis. That's how Russia brainwashed their soldiers. But they still surrendered and they are happy. The mysterious death of a former Russian deputy minister of justice, according to Russian sources, he drowned himself. Ah, yeah, those are the old news. Some Russian. Okay, those were from yesterday already. Also, there is the channel where we can follow... I want to... Max 25 is okay. Nafa fella. By the way, what Dylan is doing now? Dylan Burns. It's pinned message, and filming in Minneapolis is going well. I really like the city, nice people. Oh, they filmed ice. Army on the streets, for what reason? Live ice fishing with Mercado Media. Ah, nice. Filming police in action and will always be journalism. Is the dedicated journalist, Fort Fisher, dedicated journalist, constantly ground and filming. It's interesting that they went to Minneapolis. I'm glad the story of the local Somali community given me, Dylan Burns, a free meal within literal minutes of us arriving in Minneapolis has been recorded for history.
Dylan,
Yo.
what are your thoughts? Like, what are you thinking right now?
I'm a little confused as to why they declared it unlawful. Because I was over here when people first came over here.
First, introduce yourself.
My name's Dylan Burns. I mostly do war reporting, but I'm also here because Mercado Media and me are spiritually connected, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anybody pass onto the street, go onto the street, intercept any cars. I think they might have slightly passed like the first sign, but none of them like moved off of the snow. I don't know why it's declared unlawful, but it seems like they're trying to be preventative. They're trying to stop anything from spiraling. They might have heard a report that they went around, and then when they heard the report they went around, they said, let's do something. Let's stop this before it gets out of hand.
What's been your impression so far of the Twin Cities? I know you guys just got here, but what's your thoughts so far?
Dude, it's great, man.
Amazing. People are so nice.
Just very, very kind. We went into a Somali restaurant because, I haven't had Somali food before, and it was the first thing I wanted to do. And when I walked in, we sat down for a meal, we ate, people found out, it was first time there, we're visiting, and they give us a meal for free. They just give us
paid for our meal and walked out.
Yeah, they paid for our meal, and didn't talk to us, and then
Without
left.
telling us,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then immediately afterwards, we go to the local store, and we just start talking to people, and we're like, oh, you're from Egypt, oh, you're from Syria, and we start connecting them because he worked in Syria, he worked in Egypt, and he's able to connect to them, and everybody's been very welcoming, very kind, and I really like it. It's a little, I will say, it is a little cold.
It is very cold. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get started covering ice activity tomorrow?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I think I need I need my milk bottle, I need my bedtime, and then I think I'm ready.
Yeah, Dylan is always reporting in Ukraine, in the United States. Nice guy, really. I like him. I think he even should stream that shit, yeah? I mean, his stuff. Shit. Everything is called shit nowadays. I'm sorry. That's cool. Data center in space is silly. Cooling and updates could be outrageously hard. Yeah, because every data center requires separate water cooling systems. In vacuum, literally, how would you take the heat out of the system? Maybe I don't know something. Maybe, but it sounds strange. Data center in space, because still there will be internal heat produced by components. It's you even without atmosphere, it will heat, and how you gonna remove that heat? Maybe they want to deliver water into space. United States military does their winter survival training in Minnesota. Yeah, he seems nice. Yeah, Dylan is a nice guy. And he was risking a lot in Ukraine with his life, reporting. So he's not like average guy as me, a guy somewhere in the couch or in a chair with a microphone. He is there on the front lines. He is there reporting straight from the field. And this guy is great. He cannot sit in one place and do nothing. He does all the time. Like, he does all the stuff. Reporting from the place also, streams, but his main thing is to go somewhere. Too much satellites get rid of the heat with big black panels that radiate heat. Ah, I see. Yeah, now we have the satellite, and they also generate heat. So yeah, big black panels. BBP. Yeah, everyone is reporting now about the skull of Tulsi Gabbard. Ryobke says about Ukraine. The Ukrainian army destroyed a bridge the Russian used to transport their equipment. The bridge is part of N32E50, 7 kilometers northwest of Pokrovsk and 3 kilometers south of Hryshina. This is not a good sign for the status of defense of the whole area. Why? Like, it's cut. Like, Russians will occupy eventually Pokrovsk. It's just a matter of time. So it's important thing to cut logistics. Ukraine still may use this road, alternative way to Gryshina. The main thing is to cut this route for Russian troops or Russian vehicles to advance fast. Yeah, now they have to bypass this bridge. It's no go. Now the road is totally destroyed here. So I don't think it's bad. Yeah, Ryobke sometimes he has like strange conclusions. He posts the information, but with his personal conclusions, sometimes he's not right. Yeah, I'm not right as well. I make mistakes, analytic mistakes. That is fine. Everybody does mistakes. Everybody does mistakes. I wonder what really is now on the front lines. I want to go to my Kursk map. It gives us more information. Thank you for subscription with Prime PP in the kettle. Thank you so much for support of the channel. We have so many subscribers today. This is crazy, guys. This is, wow. Your support is just enormous. And with the crazy membership gifts from Alexander Manson. This is just was wow. Yeah, this stream is fantastic. As for your support, thank you so much. And with activity, I guess too. Yeah, 163 people watching. As for my small channel, it's also nice. And here we are speaking about everything, about Ukraine, about random stuff. Yeah, whatever you like. Okay. Oh, it seems like Ukraine lost more vehicles. Well, this is the old loss and this is the new, it seems like. We'll see. Kirpi, Emrap, Konstantinivka, Kirpi. This is a Russian channel. Looks like supply deliveries. The Ukrainian soldiers offloading something. And this is the drone. Yeah, it hit the vehicle. Even though there is a drone protection, yeah, this cage, but we'll see if it was destroyed. I think I think the engine compartment. Yeah, luckily our guys were behind. Yeah, they just run away and that's it. No one was hurt, it seems like. But the engine of the vehicle, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's smoking, you see, because it penetrated after all. Despite the cage, it penetrated, so they went to this building themselves. Or maybe it's the same vehicle. Maybe after all, it wasn't hurt that much. But maybe Russians tried to reach this vehicle. Yeah, it continued the movement, and then they stopped. And probably Russians hit it once again. Otherwise, they would cut the video. Maybe the engine stalled after all. Yeah, you see, it's smoking. So maybe the vehicle wrecked, and our guys just left the vehicle. Looks like. Maybe. Yeah, the door is open. I see the door is open. So there was no one inside. The vehicle was wrecked with the first drone and later on finished. One drone and the third drone. So with the 3 drones, Russians finished this vehicle. Yeah, that's the new one. I haven't seen this one before. And probably that's the new one. IFV destroyed. Also a Russian channel. Oh, no. I saw it before. AID, Konstantinovsky Direction System 70 MSD. Also some of the MRAP maybe. Well, they do. Yeah, some of the MRAP. That's the different one. It has different cage. But also doors are open, so no one was inside probably. Just to confirm. It seems like, yeah, Ukraine still using vehicles here. That's why sometimes there are losses. Otrяд Verta. I wonder when February the 2nd they published this one. What is here? That's on. Why do we have the symbol of the armored vehicle? Then it's just a ground vehicle. Supply delivery. GUV or UGV, yeah. UGV, it's hard to tell what it was delivering, but yeah, it was hit. Yeah, Russian channel. So that's why I like Mayakovsk maps. You know, you have a couple of MRAPs, so I didn't see this one before. So Ukraine has fresh losses here, unfortunately. Russians are using drones. Ukraine is using UGVs. This is one more UGV. I told about it on a stream yesterday. That it was put in barber wire. Yeah, barber wire in the place. So Konstantinivka, the fights are really like, I think it's the most hot direction from entire front line. Russians continue to use aviation gliding bombs mostly on this district. Yeah, and they try to go from Ilinivka, expanding the gray zone, but so far not that successful. Yeah, so this situation is like that. Russia has now less vehicle losses because they simply attack with the infantry. Pokrovsk is the same, I see. Everything is the same. This is not destroyed tank. This is just operation of Ukrainian tank. Ukraine Liberation 155th attacked Russian position with a tank in Grishina. The same direction, not far away from this one. Ukraine blown up a bridge. Yeah, it's kind of the old video actually, maybe 1 week ago or something. Yeah, February 4th was published. Yeah, half a week, not that old, I would say. So Ukraine is using even tanks sometimes, but separately, not in the convoys, just sometimes very fast. They go, they fire, they return. So for Russians not to be able to launch their drones very fast. And this is the Russian UGV. Have it from Dominic. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Ah, come on. That's the compilation, probably. Compilation video. And somewhere here is the Russian vehicle. I think it's the old one. February the 4th. February the 4th. Lots of the things from February the 4th. Okay, I'll try to find out later on. I don't want to scroll for YouTube and wait for restrictions. Russian surrender, it's also a long time ago. The presence of the Russian army is absent. I think in Boykove, yeah, Ukraine lost one vehicle here, but in Boykove, I think it's the fresh loss for Ukraine, unfortunately. Yeah, Ukraine is losing. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. What is this? Lancet. Lancet hit armored vehicle. What kind of vehicle? It's hard to say, really. Who was inside? Also hard to say. But the vehicle was stationary at the crossroad. Something is also happening in the back. I don't know what to say. Ukraine recently lost more vehicles than usual. That's what I see. It's 100%, yeah. So Ukraine delivers forces with the vehicles. What is this? Stara Ukrainka, small sabotage flag operation. I think it was before. Oh no, it's the fresh one from Gulai-Pole. Russians, yeah, we'll see maximum couple of the soldiers with the flanks, with the flags. Some Ukrainian emblem. It is just a compilation, and here's the hero, Russian hero. He just eats Russian flag. Yeah, he's like showing some old guy eats Russian flag. Nothing to eat really. And yeah, that's the village they captured. Several buildings, and yeah, that's the biggest achievement of the Second Army in the world. Literally, couple of the streets, and it's, yeah, 2 Russian soldiers. And Gerasimov may paint one more village, as they did in Kupiansk, painting entire city in red, and it's all just a bullshit. So they will be kicked out as usual. That's the standard thing for Russians. That's how they win. Go to the gray area, small infantry attack, nighttime with the anti-drone clots or clocks, how to call them. Anti-drone wear, yeah. And they're successful deploying flags, but not more than that. Like, still they have losses even on their controlled territory. Like in Donetsk? In Donetsk, Russia lost the vehicle? Really? What happened there? Ukrainian FPV drone destroyed a track? Do you think they're using some sort of the mothership drone with the FPVs? This track was destroyed earlier this week. Really? But why? Yeah. So there are several trucks. Oh yeah, this is Ural vehicle. Yeah. Destroyed the truck. This is truck. Yeah. Oh, driver kaput. Yeah. Penguin suits. Yeah, they attack with the penguin suits. Well, that's really far away. In Donetsk, that's I don't know how from Pokrovsk it's far away. Maybe I can tell you in kilometers. Boom. The Kucha. So Donetsk and somewhere here, yeah, somewhere here. Not far away from Mineralna. Okay, Mineralna and closer, I think, Mirnograd. Mineralna and Mirnograd. Have a ruler here. Mineralna and, let's say, gray area. 48 kilometers. No way. So some sort of the mother drone for sure. It's not even like there could be fiber optic control drone to fly this distance, but I don't think so. That's too much because also Ukraine should go a little further, to up. Usually our guys operate further, not at the front lines. They launch the drones, of course. So maybe it's the mother drone. Yeah, mother drone deploying other drones. Well, fantastic. In the northern area, what we have? Yeah, nothing special here. Also nothing special. Occasional fights, yeah. The intensity of the fights dropped down significantly. That's what I see. The penguin suit are hilarious. Yeah. Oh, hi, Hawk. Hope you're doing good. It is standard procedure to demolish advantages and mine as you pull back. Kill B drone on drone violence. Yeah. Also, there could be like that. Can you tell us about your birthplace, Denys? It's Sevastopol. You might Google Crimea, Sevastopol, northern part, Severna, northern. Do talk to Kellen again. 100 kilometers is standard. 100 kilometers what? For the drone, 100 kilometers is not standard for FPV drone. First time in the chat, Mokiki, hi. Day drinking still it's night, then night drinking it's still day. That's the philosophical saying you have. Do you ever play War Thunder? No. If yes, you stream. No. I don't play War Thunder. It's not the company that I like. Hola, Dance Hawk. Thanks. I usually play porn games. Just joking. Yeah, actually, if I'll meet my own expectations for this evening, I may even stream video game, but it will be like very late after I publish all of the videos I want to publish. One on Trash Channel, of course, and one main Ukrainian update. Russia announced rains in Rostov, Bryansk, Belgorod, Kuban, and occupied territories. So they announced air surveillance. That's dirty, Dennis. Yeah, that's dirty. Really dirty. What game will you play? Maybe Stellar Blade. I want to play Stellar Blade. This is nice game. I like the character, and it's not that popular anymore. Like it was popular, then it was released on PC on Steam. It went for 1 week, I think, viral. But later on, people like it's just a single player, so it cannot be popular forever, right? So just multiplayer games might be that popular. But still, I will stream because I need to walk through it. I still didn't manage to do it after so many months. It was released on PlayStation at first and later on PC. And they're already preparing the second version because after all it was a success for that game. Stellar Blade with nice anime looking lady as the main character. But the lore, the story itself is nice. I like it. So those kind of the games I like. Also like Cyberpunk, maybe also return to play Cyberpunk. Are we there yet? Needs friends for it. Yeah, are we there yet? I played once or twice on a stream. I don't... Like, it's a nice game, but... I don't know, maybe that one is also game-free zone. No. We play games also on this channel, guys. Sometimes. It's not the main focus of the channel, as I see, but... Yeah. That's what I do. I just like what I do, and for me it's kind of lonely to play it on my own, so I stream it. Diamond Crossy, thank you so much for support of the channel. The Ukrainians are trying to do something interesting with drones and Starlink. I hope they'll succeed. Yeah, I hope too. I hope. Ukraine has outstanding drone technologies, and not just China components are used and software. Our Western allies help. That's good. That's fantastic. Russia doesn't have this full access to the Western, not just parts. They might take some of the parts by the third countries, but they cannot cooperate directly. So that's the advantage of Ukraine. Like technological advantage is on the Ukrainian side, but Russia may may copy and upscale the production. That's their advantage. But sometimes they cannot, like, how can they copy Starlink? It's not possible, right? They might make some of the alternates, design those, but they need time for it, and they'll be not as advanced as, for example, Starlink. That takes very low space, and yeah. Very successful. Russians are saying that they used Starlinks even on their tanks. The tank was going on attack. It has the Starlink antenna. They received the signal from surveillance drone. They received commands from, their commands. Yeah, from their command, straightforward. And all of that was possible. I mean, coordination was possible with the help of Starlink. Now, not any longer. So thank you so much again, the amount for support of the channel and for your saying, for your, not the question it's the statement, Ukrainians are trying to do something interesting with drones and Starlink. Hope they will succeed. Yeah, they will. Lukashenko already copied. Yeah, I told about it in a video, how Lukashenko copied Starlink. Just basically portable Wi-Fi. Oh. Oh, again this clown. I thought he was arrested. Damn, he wants to be such a prick. Well, he is. He doesn't want to be. He is. Maybe he was born like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I will switch off the volume. Or maybe minimize it to minimum. Is he with ice bag there? Is it ice bag? Why do they have the cross? Where is it happening? He's such a clown. Oh, they hit someone. The car hit the... Yeah? They hit... there is the guy with the camera. One more guy. They hit this woman. The woman is there. So for them, it's okay to ride over people, yeah? Remember, really good, yeah? So it's not okay for people to a little bit push them, yeah? But for them to run over the people, it's all right. That's the ice car. Or maybe it's the car of the friends of this guy, I don't know. Could be ice car. Do they have ice there or what? I got helps to load and unload. What is this happening with the U-Haul? Clowns. He's literally a clown. Jesus is king. Maybe Trump is his king. American Crusaders, what? Why do they have this African rap song inside? I mean, originally, yeah, people from Africa were taken to United States, and they blues, rap, you know, this culture, and they play this stuff out there. If he is a white supremacist, as he really is, he openly calls himself a Nazi. Why do they play rap there of African Americans? It seems like it's some sort of the rap song or some hip hop, I don't know. He's even dancing about, like, this is, I mean, this guy is brainless, totally brainless. Someone pays him for that, I don't know. This morning the temperature outside -24, yeah. This is the laughable ice guy. And still he's without a real armor plate. Fuck, this life vest is so small for him. Life vest, armor vest, without the armor. For white Christians. So for them, it's like Christians and white Christians. White Christians deserve their homeland. This guy is insane. Fucking racist. Muslims go home. That's it? They're just... Why they're speeding up? They filmed the story and that's it, yeah? It seems like. After lights are gone. Some people are like, this is the aim of this guy. What's his name? I always forget. Jake Lang. Yeah, Lang. This is the aim, to get them angry, to like to cause them panic. And this lady is like, "Ah!" Yeah, maybe she was hit by this car. Maybe that's why she's. But come on, what? Like, why are you even reacting? I would play some of the clownish music, then they appear in the sound system. Switch on Benny Hill or clownish. Yeah, that's it. No other reaction is needed. This is overreacting, and that makes it even funnier. Like, this is silly. Come on, what are you doing? This is the end gear or what? And she started to run. Then he really disappeared. Like, what was this? This is silly. So silly. So what she would do with this megaphone? Nothing, really nothing. Just continue to scream. Like, every sort of the reaction on them is just a silly thing. That's what they want to show, that so-called liberal woke people are stupid. And actually sometimes they are. It seems like, with this reaction. Like, why? Just to let this car go, let them shout and turn on the clownish music. It will do the job, and that's all right. You cannot, like, kaput this car with the bazooka as in GTA, of course. So, music will do. Where is his white pointy cap? More charges for paper balls. Ah, this is Ice Ice Baby song. Yeah. That's why they were playing it. Ice Ice Baby. Yeah. They're genius. He wants to crucify AOC. What is AOC? I like your jacket. Thank you. Yeah, this is nice jacket. I cannot like easily walk outside with it. I would be like a little clownish, but for the stream it's nice. I think for outside I also gonna wear it, maybe in the forest or somewhere, for the videos only. I bought it mainly for the videos because it's not standard. It's with those monsters, pink monster, dark monster. I like this one the most. Blue and yellow. I like it. A black lady Democrat. Oh. Vanilla Ice FM Vakate. But Ice Ice Baby, I think it's not like white American song, yeah? It's hip hop song, no? Or what is this? And it doesn't refer to ICE as organization. Ice Ice Baby's song, it's interesting for me. Oh no, it's the guy, he's white. Really? Oh no, black guy is also there, but the main singer is white. But it's like also like in a black culture, yeah, in hip hop culture. So it has nothing to do with white supremacy or something, or with ICE itself. Just a funny song published March 2009. That's different timeline. All right, stop, calibrate, and listen. I cannot listen. It's the copyright claim. First white rapper only made one song. He was the first white rapper? Not Slim Shady? You could wear that no brother on Berlin, by the way. Switzerland, not so much. Yeah, no one wears this shit here. Maybe in Zurich. Yeah, in Zurich I saw people, they dress in extravagant clothes sometimes. But here in my village, if I walk like that, everyone will spot me. Yeah. I should wear black ordinary clothes here. For Berlin, I think it's also okay. Vanilla Ice Ice Baby was 1990. Oh shit. Yeah, Slim Shady was, I think, a baby by the time. It was such a joke. Yeah. Only messing way before Slim. I see. I see. I know this song, but I know who really like listens. Who wrote it? Who wrote that song? Oh, a fresh video of the Russian soldiers. The armed forces of Ukraine captured Russian soldiers who were planning to shoot a fake video about advancement. 128th Mountain Assault Brigade. Russian occupiers were trying to enter Pavlovka in Zaporizhia direction, which is under the control of the defense forces.
Продовжуємо поповнювати обмінний фонд ворожими окупантами на Запорізькому напрямку. На цьому відео бійці 2-го
they were captured.
гірсько-штурмового батальйону 128-ї окремої гірсько-штурмової закарпатської бригади за допомогою дрона виявляють ворога.
Yeah, they spotted Russians at this pond. You know, it's like where to find Russians. It's the same place where you find animal in the jungle, near a water reservoir.
Що заблукав на нашій землі. Зрозумівши
Jesus Christ.
свого становища, ворожі приблуди здалися в полон.
Силов Алексей Александрович, 7 ноября 1991 года рождения.
Потришев Олег Александрович, 15.07.1000.
Okay, so they were captured.
Про начебто швидке та успішне просування його сил.
Наша задача была зайти в село, снять видео.
Our task was to go to the village and film the video
На квадрокоптер.
On quadrocopter, on a drone,
С флагом Российской Федерации.
with the flag of the Russian Federation,
Не приступая к боевым действиям.
and do not conduct military like combat operations, just flag video.
Зазначимо, що цих окупантів було захоплено поблизу населеного пункту Павлівка, який російська пропаганда вже поспішила зафарбувати своїм кольором.
Yeah, so Pavlivka, and the Russians already put this village in, like, already colored it in a red color.
Враховуючи, що село під контролем Збройних сил України. Нагадаємо, що ми вже розповідали про четвірку окупантів, які теж хотіли сфотографуватися з прапором в Новояківлівці.
And those guys were captured in Novoyakilivka, also the same flag operation.
Сили оборони України відмінили цю фотосесію.
А за то, что оставили нас живыми.
And they thank for leaving them alive. Okay. Yeah. That's the operation. Tasty dish of water, yeah. This is crazy. Drinking from the sewers, yeah. That's crazy. Right, guys. I need to film a Ukrainian update, so thank you so much for participating in the stream. It was fun to stream for you. Every day I try to do it on the stream. I mean, those streams. And 150 viewers, maximum it was 175. Nice. For my small channel, it's great. Thank you, guys. You are helping me a lot, really. With your support. Thank you, guys. You're the best. See you around. Ciao.